What is your thoughts on the criticism of that from Black communities specifically?
Well, some of the criticism is warranted. I hear people say things all the time that I'm like, yep, I feel the same way. And in fact, I have some of the same criticisms about how the movement operates. And, sometimes I feel like we're doing a great job. And sometimes I feel like we could be doing much, much, much better. I think that our lack of, at times, unity among not just organizations, but just Black influential people in general can be very, very confusing for the masses, because when they're watching us and everybody's got different talking points and everybody's an expert just because they have a microphone and a camera, it makes folks feel like, what the hell is actually going on? You know what I mean? And who do we really turn to that we can get good information from? And I think that has a lot to do with how we don't sit in enough rooms together. We've talked about this many times, Rashad, like all of us sitting in enough rooms together where we can, when we are out speaking forward facing, we've at least debated the issues enough within ourselves that our talking points sound familiar, or we might say, I'm not going to talk about that this month. I'm not going to be in this issue because I don't want to be a divergent. I don't want to cause confusion. Like, we have to actually have a well-oiled machine if we're going to bring people along. So I don't disagree with all of the criticism that's out there. What I will say is that not all of it starts with us. And that's the part that concerns me. It is that the New York Post, which is, a right-wing newspaper in New York that has literally had Black folks in there as cartoon monkeys in the past. It is a newspaper that wrote all types of lies about me and other leaders. I think about the Daily Mail, which is another newspaper that is basically right-wing owned. And they oftentimes drop these articles that basically tells us who should be our leaders, who we should like or dislike, whether or not people stole money, whether they lied. And the next thing you know, it hits the internet, and Black folks, including Black leaders, are sharing it and or using those talking points. So oftentimes what I ask people is, when you say you have a critique of something, I just want to know, what is your source of it? Where did it come from?